So let's talk about the proposed Medicaid cuts, because there is something I have genuinely never understood about these cuts, and it's not being talked about, and that is readiness. So the United States, we have a giant military, right? We have a massive Air Force, the largest Air Force. Like, I think our naval Air Force is still larger than most countries' Air Forces. Like, we have a lot of firepower. And you're thinking, what does this have to do with Medicaid? Well, it's the reason we maintain a large Air Force, the reason we maintain a fairly large standing army, the reason we spend so much money on military might is because we believe in constant readiness. We don't have a reservist army. We have a large standing army. We don't have a reservist Air Force. We have a large standing Air Force because we always believe in being ready. And we've always had a lot of social programs that help support our readiness, military readiness. This has been the policy since World War II. But if we cut Medicaid and we cut people having access to things like wheelchairs and we cut access to things like medical care for vulnerable adults who outlive their parents, like people with Down syndrome who outlive their parents, who rely on things like Medicaid, who rely on things on Social Security in order to have their necessary life means met, right? To live with dignity. If we cut Meals on Wheels and we have vulnerable adults who no longer have access to regular delivered food, okay? If we decide that taking care of our social peers, our people in our community is not a priority, we actually limit our readiness, because what do you and I now have to do in order to keep our literal neighbors from dying? We have to do it. That means we're not readying ourselves. We are going to be expending our personal funds on taking care of our neighbors, or we're not, and we're going to have people literally dying in the streets. This is what happens. Okay, your neighbors are going to die next door to you. But if they're not, if you're going to go out of your way to work at your food bank, you're going to be spending your time doing that